It's a fun day out here in Brenda's Quilting Studio. Thanks for coming to join me out here. Take just a minute to like and subscribe to the channel. It does make a big difference to be able to get these beautiful quilts out for more people to see them and continue this amazing tradition to be able to get handcrafted quality quilts to those that you love. Let's talk about what's on the quilting bed today. Annette's quilt up here. This is a potato chip quilt. All of these little pieces are cut at the 2 inches by 1 inch finishing, I should say. They aren't cut to that. They're about 2.5 inches by about 2 inches to create the block that they are. But all of them end up with the same little size, coming together in a specific shape to create the little box around here. I know it kind of looks a little bit like a log cabin or courtyard square, but it's a potato chip quilt. So there you go. Pretty fun on that one, isn't it? I want to show you a little bit of the backing side. And so I'm literally going to take out some of the basting that I had done here on the section before. That's fine. We'll add that back in a minute. A couple things is that Annette said go ahead and use the extra scrap batting, and I'm just putting it all together and creating batting underneath by overlapping them just a tad. It works out great, my friends. Frankensteining the batting is a wonderful way. You can also use the connective tape that you iron on real quickly and then you pull off one side of it. That works fabulous. You could put them together and zigzag the edges. There's many ways that you can Frankenstein your batting together. But I love it if you have a lot of small pieces, not too tiny, but smallish pieces. We can use those to create a lovely quilt underneath. I promise you, my friends, once the stitching gets on it, you trim it and get the binding on it, or I do the trimming and the binding here. Either way, I promise nobody is going to know. My stitching is going to hold that down so well. You can see here's a place where I've made a connection. I left that on purpose so you can see it. I'm using my wonderful sticky buns design. And there is so much wonderful stitching that's going on here. That is going to hold all of that down. I have put Frankenstein batting through the wash multiples of dozens of times, and they have come out perfectly well. So rest assured that's an option to consider. Like I said, I'm doing the sticky buns design. She's just so fun and sweet on there. A lot of activity going on with the quilt, and so this is a really nice one to just add some sweet swirl to it. I'm doing it in the goldenrod color of thread. A nice variety of threads could have been chosen, but I think that bright yellow is showing up a little bit in all of the areas. This could be a fun I Spy quilt if that's something you wanted to do with it. I recognize many of the fabrics she has here that she has brought in the past, so that's kind of fun. I also want to show you the backing, the back side. She's done an excellent job of pressing. I love that she pressed it open. That's a little bit more effort, but it's going to distribute the bulk very well. It's not necessary on a quilt like this, but if you had something with a lot of points coming together and Lone Star type of thing, I would really request that you consider pressing your seams open, because that will distribute that bulk and allow the head of the machine to get over it much better. Questions, thoughts, put something underneath in the comments. Let's continue a conversation going. I'm happy to help you with questions or ideas that you have about quilting. Let's consider sending a quilt over here to Brenda's Quilting Studio. There's information in the show notes how you can do that, or pop something in the comments and I'd be happy to share with you how you can do it. In the meantime, have a great day. I know I'm going to.